Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. What's up? What's up, fam? We're in the full face. How are y'all doing? It is Wednesday, my dudes, November 26th. Welcome to the stream. We got a couple things. Let me switch over to the scene and do it to it. Swipe the Streamlabs over there. Today, I've got a couple notes. Things that have happened in the last 24 hours. Craig News. I've got a light schedule for the next couple of weeks. Loose. But I got to work on these. Including a narrated video that I have to edit. So if I'm feeling it, we might actually edit a little bit, but I'm not sure. Okay, let me pop open the live stream on this. I can't open the live stream in YouTube Studio, which is so silly. All right, let me go to the YouTube app, go to my channel, and it doesn't show live for me. So we have to do this every single time. I gotta go incognito mode, search Craig Adams. I don't know why I need to find a back end for live streams to use my phone as like a side monitor. That's what we need to do. So now I'm getting ads, but I thought I turned off ads for this. What's up, oh whoa Jack from Poland? How you doing? Some love from India. Welcome. Welcome. First off, of course, let me know how it sounds, how it looks. I think we've dialed in the 60 frames per second. I think things are working, so that's good. For the stream format. Yes, okay. First off, last time we talked about all of the links that I had here for the channel, and I have condensed it into a link tree. So things move quickly. You can see like the main links and then gear at the top. So when you click that, link tree opens. This is like mobile focused. This is the most minimal, simple, easy to update, straightforward version of a website that I think I can have right now. I've got the links to social media, group hiking trips, email. So anyone who wants to go on a future trip, this is the simplest way of doing it, just a single email. The subreddit, AllTrails, Strava, Cameo, because I get people asking me for cameos a bit, just to streamline that. Media kit, and then contact. And then on the shop, we've got all the links for hiking and filmmaking gear. So I like this. This is simple, straightforward, should be good for people. People are always asking for the gear, so. Hey, Alan, how you doing? From Belfast. Audio and video is good. Great. Greetings from Armenia. Everything looks and sounds seamless. Great. I'm so happy to get this like dialed in. I've got this microphone up here, but what I would like to test is a wireless DJI mic, because it would be cool to make this whole kit even more dense, compact, rechargeable, more portable. So if I could just wear the DJI mic right here and then plug in these headphones to the transceiver that plugs into the computer, I would have a very minimal setup. It would be very, very simple. Very good. Optimal Hiker, hey, from Denver. How you doing? What's up? So happy with the link tree. The Reddit is something that's been around, but I finally dove through the settings and updated it, and I kind of understand having a subreddit more. So like, I've been trying to get a place to blog, and I've checked out all of the different sites for it. Substack, Medium, Ghost, Like Squarespace and WordPress are definitely like blogging capable. But I have ended up on Reddit because I use Reddit and I get Reddit a bit more than those. And I just think if you have a subreddit, why not like blog posts? You can make posts and share it. It's very easy. I think people are used to like using Reddit compared to just a random third party blog. So I think this is where I'm going to be blogging in the future. And there's some amount of like discoverability. People can find it on their own. A very small amount, but I'll probably send traffic here from my YouTube videos. If people want like blog versions of the YouTube videos, I guess that kind of makes sense. So, yeah, I think it makes sense to me. Last time we streamed, we were talking about the 2026 YouTube formats, and I've kind of finalized them on my own and then put them into a blog post. And this like helps my mind work so much to understand like the types of videos that I'm planning, and I'm getting close to the phase of like actually making a schedule for the entire year, which is exciting. The first cinematic video is what I'm calling like the flagship silent hiking videos. So this is what people are used to. There's music, natural sounds, but no talking. There's drone footage and tripod shots of a trip. It's visual storytelling. The second is a new format that I made with the Kyrgyzstan for the first time. I've been testing with the format a bit, but I think I'm pretty committed to continuing to make these talking videos, these narrated single trip, all of the best footage, but telling the full context, talking through the whole story, not showing my face, but telling the whole story in probably half the time as the cinematic video. So writing the script for that is like the big thing that I'm trying to figure out right now, I guess. Optimal Hiker is a fan of the talking videos quite a bit. I know, right? I like them. It's all like different. It's the same trip formatted in different ways for different people. And I think I've been fighting that for a while. I used to romanticize the idea of like one trip, one video that kind of satisfies all these people in some way. So I'd put the hiking guide in there. I'd do like sometimes talking intros. I don't think that's the way to go forward. I think the new way of doing YouTube and what makes sense for me is to output more videos and be less, I guess, satisfy the algorithm more and less so subscribers, but they are intertwined. So making the different videos of the different formats from the same trip, I think, is the way going forward. So I'm starting to experiment with that with the Kyrgyzstan. And this K2 video will be one of the first that will have, a couple formats. So narrated, cinematic, what I'm calling ambient video. So this is more ultra minimal, slow, mood-based nature hiking video with long cuts on uninterrupted scenes, more like a moving painting. So 2 of those videos are up, ready to go. What's up, Anas How To Academy? How y'all living today? Appreciate you all being here. We chillin'. So I've got the ambient version of K2. I've got the cinematic version of K2. And then what I will be editing next probably is what I'm calling the narrated. Yeah. And I actually have the script for it. Oh, there's a lot of writing here. But I have a full script ready to go for that video. I don't know how many words it is, but this is probably going to be like a 12-minute video to say all of this. And I've been like workshopping the format, the script over and over again. So that's what you see with all these lines here. It's just like a lot of work to get through. So this will be the first trip that has 3 videos from the same trip. I'm excited about that. But in the future, here, let me open up the thing. There will be a 4th format, which is called travel video. This is shot with an assistant filmmaker, and it's kind of like a travel vlog, travel doc. I act as a host. I don't necessarily shoot anything. I talk to camera. I engage. There's jokes. It's more of like Anthony Bourdain shenanigans while traveling. Yeah. So excited about that. Your cinematic video is like a slow TV format that has been used to be in Scandinavia. It's really relaxing, and keep an eye on. Keep creating that content. Yeah, it's my flagship content. It's what I've been working on for years. It's what subscribers expect. I've definitely been iterating it and like perfecting the format. I feel pretty confident with the cinematics for sure. It will be fun experimenting and building this new format. I think the ambient video is locked in. It's basically a chapter for my compilation videos, which is like the final format that I haven't really expanded upon. Compilations are like the 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 7 hour compilations of either cinematic videos or ambient videos. It just depends on the length and how many get put together. I got to figure out like what makes a good compilation video. The narrated videos definitely need some work for pacing, and yeah, trying to entertain people who don't necessarily know who I am or follow my journey or know the locations. Alan says, really, really interesting. I set up a ghost website, but have 2K on Medium. Was also looking at Substack. Wasted so much time overthinking. I should set up a newsletter. Linktree keeps it simple. Correct. I feel that. Yeah, because it's like, a lot of bootstrapping to get it all going. And the payoff comes later down the road. So you don't want to get locked in posting somewhere that you will end up changing or not liking in the future. So you're trying to set up, the rails for the train to run smoothly later. So it's frustrating. The inertia at first is tough. 5th format is the stream. So you're on stream. You get it. It's behind the scenes, showing everything anytime I'm on my computer. Also reacting to everything. So the new realization is that anytime I upload a video, I will stream and watch it and give a commentary. Just react to it, basically. So yeah, that will happen. But I feel good about that. I'll add the compilation format and expand upon that. But I feel pretty good about the idea for the YouTube formats going forward. And then obviously the shorts, but it's just shorts. Ryu Film, hello from Copenhagen. What's up? Anas. Didn't know you had a subreddit. Always. How could you describe the K2 experience in comparison to Mount Everest? Yeah, very different. And I'm definitely going to expand upon this once the video is posted, and I'll talk about the full story. But real quick, yeah, it's very different. There was barely anyone doing the K2 trek, like other trekkers, compared to Everest Base Camp. There's almost no infrastructure compared to Everest Base Camp. Yeah, just a lot of money in Nepal, not much in Pakistan for this trek. But the payoff, I think, it's different. You're kind of into the valley more with the Everest Base Camp trek. And with the K2, you'll see in the video, once you get up on the glacier, it's a huge valley, and you just have like big mountains around you the entire time. They just get bigger and bigger, and it gets colder and colder. And then once you get to Concordia, it's like a perfect view of K2. It's so much better than the tiny little sliver that you can see of Everest. So I'm so glad I did it, and I can't wait to share the video because it's unique, really unique stuff. Yeah. But hoping to post more on Reddit. And obviously the whole idea of the public community is for other people to post as well. And then if I could react to that stuff on stream, that's Gucci. That's the plan. That would be great. So it'll just take some effort from me to kind of get people to know that it exists, and to like what type of posts might help the community. So a month ago maybe, I had a random video editor hit me up, cold email, asking to edit something for me for free, which I'm going to say, yeah, like why not? And I've got the files downloaded. They finally sent what they edited for me. And it's interesting because I gave them access to all of my raw footage for Italy. And what they sent back to me after a month of editing and working is a full video. I'm getting some like audio. It's like clipping a little bit. I think it's just like the sound thing that I'm doing. Here, I'll mute it. But there's music. All of the clips are like cut. They basically just copied any of the dozens of videos that I've already made in this format and cut together a 40-minute version of the cinematic video for the Italy hike. So it's like done. It's like, what? It's wild. I've never had an editor nail it from the first try. So one, I got to give some feedback. I got to watch the whole thing and take some notes. And two, I got to pay these guys because they did excellent work. They took on the risk of like doing the work, and they for sure nailed it. So like, there's like off the gate, I'll probably swap out the music because I'm not sure if the music completely fits my vibe. It takes some effort knowing like what music to pick. Two, there's a little bit of color grading, but I definitely would color correct a lot and then maybe apply a grade. And three, I hope that they can send me the XML file because I would like to look at the editing and do some audio edits for sure. Like I'll see if they can do all of this, but I kind of want to get my hands on the actual file to edit in Final Cut. So, but cool. I mean, like, awesome. This is new for me. And if I could have someone do, the rough cut for sure, and then I put my final touches on it and make sure that it's up to quality. And if nobody can tell that it's edited by someone else, does it really matter? It would just help me edit more videos and go on more trips and do more stuff. So win-win, right? I think it's really cool. So you'll definitely have an update on the next stream because I'm going to shoot off an email to them. But very cool. Yeah. Ooh, and Evany, you were on K2. That's wild. Yeah, K2 base camp. Took 2 weeks of trekking. 2 weeks. Super excited to share that video though. Like, it's been so long waiting on the subscribers or the sponsors to greenlight it. One of the sponsors. I love my sponsors, but this was a tough one. This was a tough review process. Not because I made mistakes, but it's just a large corporation. A large corporation who has a lot of people who have to greenlight it. Hey, Craig, longtime viewer, wedding film school days. Hope you're doing well. Love your hiking videos. Hey. Wedding film school. Yeah, it would be cool to check out what they're up to with that YouTube channel. Reminisce about the wedding days. It's been so long since I thought about that. How long do you usually spend editing a video? If I nonstop edit, the K2 video, so it depends because now I have different formats, but just to make the cinematic video, it would probably take 3, maybe 4 days of nonstop work. 6-hour work days probably, or 8-hour, or however long people are working these days. But the editors also sent 3 shorts. And these are just montages. It's very loud, right? It's probably loud. All right, well, you got the gist. It's just montages of clips from the main edit. I would probably put a title at the beginning if I upload, but I'm not so sure about those. There just has to be something more interesting to anyone who's watching it. Like, there needs to be some kind of hook at the beginning or reason to watch. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about shorts. We'll see. We have to experiment. We need some more shots on goal for sure. So that's cool. Super cool. Gonna be talking to him and his team. And who knows? Maybe we'll get them on stream so we could like chat. I want to hear how the process went, how we could like what we could do in the future. You know, it'd be cool to have like a conversation with this person, their team, with y'all on stream. I hope to do like any phone calls or meetings or chats with people on stream. A lot of people are like not totally jazzed about that. But that would be super cool. Ash, welcome back, Craig. Love to see all these lives. Come back to New Zealand soon. Yeah. Next live will probably be after Thanksgiving, so probably Monday next week. And yeah, I just know the GMC is not gonna greenlight the K2 video during like the Thanksgiving break. People are off. And I could have shot an email asking for them to like try to get it before the holidays, but I expect Monday of December. Like next week is next month, so it's been like over a month since I've had it edited. I had the K2 cinematic video edited on I think November 7th. So it's taking so long to like get longer than ever before to get a video published after it's been edited. So, do you ever get nervous doing these long hikes by yourself? I don't get nervous as far as safety, really. Everything's pretty safe. I just get nervous as far as like, am I wasting my time? Is the video going to be good? Does anyone care about what I'm shooting? Am I just wasting my time and money? Am I not having fun? You know, is it like worth my time? That's all I really care about. I saw you walking your dog in New York City the other day, and it skipped my brain. It was you until another block. Eric, say hi next time. Yeah, we must be in the same neighborhood then, or something. Cool. Don't dox me, please. GMC, the car brand. Yes. GMC. So, yeah, that's the next thing I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so this is going to take a lot of my mental space for the next probably 5 months. I've got a GMC Denali car, GMC Terrain Denali edition. I'm getting to know more about cars through this partnership. So I'm going to be doing 2 YouTube integrations for them, and then a handful of shorts that will be on Instagram and TikTok collabing with GMC. So yeah, you'll see those in the future. It's just going to take up a lot of my mental space for the next couple of months because it's such a large brand deal. I don't want to talk. I'm not supposed to talk about anything with the partnership. So don't get me in trouble. But yeah, it's the biggest that I've ever signed, and it's pretty cool. I'm excited about it. So be nice. Gemini versus ChatGPT. So one thing I've been waiting for with these large language models is the ability for them to analyze a video and tell me what's in it. It would be a huge unlock for me if I can just drop in a YouTube link into ChatGPT or Gemini, and out spits like a description of what it sees. I'm pretty sure at this point you can drop any image into one of these and it'll tell you. But a video is technically like 60, 30, 24 frames per second. So it just takes a lot more effort to give a description that's usable from a video. But yesterday, I was checking out the new version of Gemini, and I think they finally allowed it. I think you can do it. So let's just do a little test. So we got 5 days in Hong Kong. Ooh, this one has a transcript. Let's try one that doesn't have a transcript. Let's do this one. So we're going to take this, and it'll take some. I don't even know if I have credits. I'm not paying for Gemini. I'm paying for ChatGPT. Give me a description, first person, journal style of this YouTube video. Full context and duration. All right, well, let's let that cook. I don't know if I have enough credits for it, but we'll just let that go for a second. Yeah. It's just this. Okay, so yeah. So as you can see with the timing, it's just taking and telling me things from the transcript, the part where I start talking at the end of it. Describe the video shot for shot from start to finish. Not just the talking parts at the end. See, it's trying to pull a fast one on me. Congrats. I've seen a video of the trek to base camp by helicopter. It's ridiculously long. Yeah. YouTube has that already built in. You can ask questions about the video. Yeah, what I'm looking for is a full description, shot for shot, though. I know what you're talking about. So for some of them, it doesn't do it. But we can click this ask and summarize the video. And we'll see if we can get like even more. But for the first 30 minutes of this video, it's giving me absolutely pretty much nothing. This information is just coming from the chapters that I already put in manually. So it's not analyzing any of the actual footage. It's just pulling from the transcript, which is already available. So I could pull the transcript from this video and basically get nothing because it's just music. It just senses music for the first 30 minutes. And then it knows what's going on because I'm just talking. So that's what's going on. What I want is visual analysis. That's what I'm waiting for. And I got my hopes up because I feel like Gemini's almost there. ChatGPT still can't do it. So let's see here. Journey begins with a camera aimed at the muddy ground, my feet setting the pace. It didn't take for long. Like, I don't know if this is real. Yeah. All long legs out there. Jesus. Cringe. We arrived at the infamous cable crossing. I'm still not sure if it's pulling this information from the video or if it's just kind of filling in the gaps with the random things that it does now. I don't think it's there yet. But big picture, what this will help me do is write transcript or voiceover scripts for narration videos and thus shorts. It would be a huge unlock to do that because right now what I kind of do is I have to write it myself and then I can use what I write and improve it with ChatGPT and workshop it, make it better for reading in a YouTube video and whatnot, just improve it. But it would be, and like, that's what I should do. Like, what I really should do is every trip write a journal entry every day about what it felt like, what I saw, what I did, what I expected, my experience, journal entry, a diary. Or just record myself talking on my iPhone. I could write it down or record it. It would probably be easier just to record it with my face, because actually I could use that footage and then just download all that video, make a transcript, and then put that transcript into one of these and outspit everything I said. Because words matter a lot with ChatGPT and everything. So I need more words, because then what I can do is I make the narrated videos from that, and I can do a lot. I can even go back in the catalog and make narrated videos for everything. So like one for hornstrand deer, one for Spain, one for hiking in Alaska. Yeah, using the footage that I have, but just like telling the full story in the context with words. So that might be a huge unlock for me, because it could be automated, which would be really cool. I use Google Workspace, so I can use Gemini. Notebook LLM is excellent for video summaries. Notebook LLM. No ChatGPT. Notebook LLM. Listen and learn on the go. Understand anything. Upload source. YouTube videos. Summarize them. Like, it's still not like, I don't know if it's taking the transcript like that. It's just, is it just understanding it from the transcript, or is it understanding the visuals of the video? That's the big question. So I'm not sure. I'll definitely check this out though. You would think this would just be integrated into Gemini, but maybe it's something entirely different. So we'll have to check that out. Good idea though. If you consider yourself technical, you could set up N8N workflows to do something so powerful things. You can use Rapid API for transcriptions and open source LLVM for video watching, and then YouTube API for metrics. I'm going to start slow, and then once I hit friction, I'm going to iterate and improve upon that. But I'm just going to do the easiest, simplest thing first, and then once I get so frustrated, I need to force myself to try something new and learn something new. But this sounds great. I record myself using Journal Apple app. You should journal entry into and store in Notebook. That way everything is available for Gemini to analyze. Yeah, integrating like my notes into what I use is smart. I'm still paying for ChatGPT and using that the most, but I'm leaning towards Gemini more and more. I'm just not the biggest, like, I don't know. I'm not a Gmail user. So I feel like it would force me to use Gmail, because then I could hook up my emails. But maybe that's smart. I don't know. Have you checked out AI Studio, also from Google? Newer experimental models. AI Studio. Let's check it out. What is AI Studio? The fastest path from prompt to production. Okay. Photo expand. Image generation, Gemini, VO. Audio generation. I'll check it out as well. Let's put both of these into my notes. Good ideas, lads. Helpful. I'll have to check it out. Also, should I be writing these notes publicly on Threads or X? I don't have like a good X profile, so probably never X. I don't know. Something about Threads just makes me hate it intrinsically. I don't consume on it, and it seems like I would absolutely hate posting there. But it would make a lot of sense if I'm writing notes for stream. It's super helpful to have these notes, to just write them and post them as they happen, and then I could just go back through my threads and react to those. So in the same way that I would react to a video that I publish on YouTube, I could just react to thoughts and things that I share on threads. Maybe. We'll see. Thanksgiving trip. Yeah, so tomorrow, doing the thing, traveling with everyone else in the country, heading down to Virginia, super pumped to see my family, and it's going to be a good time. Super excited, but I'll definitely be back to stream and do stuff once the video is published next week, probably. But I hope y'all have a happy, awesome Thanksgiving. Super excited to see my family, especially with Dean. Oh, he's going to play with his cousins. It's going to be great. What lens do you use on your hiking trips? So you can see everything that I use right here. All the way down here. You can see the lens, 1635. You can click it and buy it. Check it out. Craigamps.com, linktree.com, whatever. You can find it. Linktree. Super easy. So hopefully Monday, publishing that cinematic video. A stream to watch it and react to it. Tell the full story. From that, I should be able to generate a bunch or a few, whatever makes sense, shorts from that stream where I have my face telling a story about visuals in front of me, the YouTube video, and I should be able to take that raw stream, that VOD, and trim it up into a couple shorts about whatever is the most interesting, whatever has a hook, whatever might be interesting. Yeah, we'll see. So that'll be like one of the first streams where I intend to clip farm. Someone could watch it. It's probably going to be ranty and long, start and stop, as streams are. But I want to make at least 3 or 4 good individual clips from moments and like scenes from that. Yeah. And then, you know, in the future, making a full YouTube video of that. Like if I do a stream that is singularly topic and focused, I could trim it so that it's shorter and cleaner and then upload that as a video. So that one would be called like hiking K2, the full story behind the scenes, or hiking guide, or, you know, just something like that, or how to hike the K2 base camp trek would probably be the best title. So I could make that video just privately, a private stream that I record and stream to no one, or I could stream it to you guys. So it's just like kind of sharing like the process, because if I shoot a hiking guide, I have to sit here and do this anyway. So why not stream it? So we'll see if that works. That'll be a big one. Definitely need some 1 or 2 hours to do that because it's a long video. Have you had a bad experience with a sponsor or would never work with again? I'm sure. I've done a lot. Like over the years, there have been a lot of sponsors, a lot of paid work. Let me think. Yeah, I'm sure there have been some bridges burned, or we just probably will never work together again. There's never been anything that's like super bad. Like I'm not making my own little like blacklist of brands that I'll never work with. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing dramatic. I'm not a very dramatic person, if you didn't know. I have to create the K2 narrated video. So let me bop that open real quick and show you something interesting. No way, that's the only lens you use? Yeah, that's the only lens I've used for like the last 7 years. Don't change. Once you find something that works, you don't need to change it too much. So what we have here is a fork of my ambient video for the K2 hike. So all of the footage cleaned up, color corrected. But then right in front here, we've got some audio.
That message eventually brought me here. From Skardu, we drove toward the trailhead in Ascole. The road was barely a road. Floods and landslides had taken out entire sections. Fresh fruit, mangoes and melons cut that morning. The porters and pack animals passed us throughout the day, including our goat, who the group named Messy because Messy is the goat. Rain came in and the umbrella came out. That umbrella ended up being one of the most useful pieces of gear I've...
So this is the voiceover from that script that I was showing before. And it is generated. So art list. Using art list, I've got a bunch of credits. Oh, it's trying to log me into the affiliates. Come on. Artlist.com. Just do it. That's not it. Jesus. Just no. What? I'm gonna flip that .io. That's what it is. No, I'm not making a new. Okay, that's it. Done. You're done. I generated a voiceover from text, voice from text, using a sample of my voice. I uploaded about 3 minutes of me talking, and it generated very good. Very good. I played it for my wife. She didn't know. Once you know, you can kind of pick up on things, but I'm going to double check to make sure it's good. I'm going to edit all of this footage so that it's, showing what I'm talking about. But this is the whole trip described in 11 minutes, and we'll see how it is. If I edit all of it and it is just AI trash, it's not good enough. You can definitely tell it's AI or there's too many mess ups. I'll just record myself going through the script naturally with my own voice. And then there'll be some slight tweaks to like adjust my new voiceover. But that won't take too much work. But I would like to try. I'd like to try using 11 minutes of AI voice clone. It's like, why not? Once again, if you can't tell, what's it matter? And technically, none of y'all have met me, so you don't know what I actually sound like. How do you know I haven't been using AI voice clone for every video that I've ever uploaded? All of you have just interfaced with me on the interweb, so it's a Black Mirror episode come to life. I'm interested in trying it, and if it doesn't work, it will eventually work. So I'm just kind of putting myself in the arena, learning these tools and using it to make more and better content, not replace what I'm doing, but like, yeah, I'm excited. It's the Wild West when it comes to using AI and content creation these days. Jesus Christ. I know you tried switching to iPhone from full frame a while back. Would you consider again with the video focused 17 Pros? I haven't tried the brand new Apple ProRes RAW. Maybe that's an unlock, but compared to my Sony Cat, the iPhone, I would have to attach a microphone. I would have to attach a cage. I would have to attach a solid state drive and probably some kind of battery source. And at that point, it's as big as a Sony and not as fun. So I think I'm going to stick with the Sony for now, but we'll see in the future. And especially if Apple wants to work with me more, I'm for sure working with them and shooting iPhone stuff. So that would be a huge incentive for me to, do the extra work of shooting iPhone if they paid me and wanted to work with me, because why wouldn't I? And if Sony wants to get back and work together, hey, that could tip the scale back to them for sure in a big way. I would highly recommend you to summit the third highest Himalaya in the world. Hardly any creator has done it. It's in Sikkim, India. Sounds cool. I did the first. No, I haven't summited. I'm not summiting any of these mountains, but going to the base camp sounds more my jam. I definitely need to find where I'm going to hike this year. Once I'm ready, probably in January or February, I'll be doing like my big research stream, gathering advice and suggestions from people. People love to suggest where to hike, let me tell you. And like, I'll have placeholders for the type of video and the type of experience I want to do each month. And it'll be fun just to like create a huge master list of possible treks and hikes, and then kind of just fill in the roster for the year, right? Content schedule. Next, we just need AI Backpacker to get all of the video for you, right? Yeah. If I could just send a drone to do these hikes and then just generate me hiking, like do a 3D scan and then just generate me hiking through, why not? Just generate hikes for every trail in the world. Hello again from California. I edit my 5.3K videos on iMovie, but only processes in 4K. I just do things in 4K and 1080p with the stream. Max, I know you've talked about this before, but what computer setups are you running right now? I just got a new Mac Mini for my job and I've been loving it. I also got a portable monitor. I only have one computer and it is let's see if it's still current. Apple MacBook Air. So if I were to reshop for the computer that I have right now, can I just buy it? I've got the M4. 13-inch, correct. Let's select this one. Yeah, this is the M4. So this is the exact one that I have. So I have 32 gigs mem, 2 terabyte SSD, and that's it. So just over $2,000 for this computer. And these are the specs. So an M4 chip with a 10-core GPU, 10-core GPU, CPU, GPU, and then these things. And it's been working great. I value the size and weight, so that's why I got this instead of a Pro. I'm sure I could definitely use a larger monitor and some cooling with fans. So maybe I should get the Pro. Wasn't totally smart now that I'm streaming and editing while I stream. Probably going to need a cooler, like a portable pad cooler, but we'll see. But yeah, I should add this to my gear kit, but I don't have an affiliate link. Let me just make a note of this. I'll add that. No worries. Talking about the base camp itself. Yes. I'm sure now that you've mentioned it, my microphone has heard it, so I'll probably get some Instagram reels about people hiking to the base camp. So I'll check it out. And when I finally make the video and do the trek and make the video, you'll know you were the spark that made it happen. I know you tried it in Gemini, but I tested your prompt in AI Studio and it understood the video shot for shot. I also have a screenshot if I'm allowed to share it in chat here. I don't know if you can, but I believe you. I will definitely try. I'll test it out myself. That's cool that it's different. Thank you for the suggestion, though. Got rid of the gaming PC? Yes, I did. I am Windows free since 1 year ago. I just cut down my set. I just like got more minimal with my setup, and I can do everything with this Mac. So I like that. But yeah, unless you're like editing video or photos or streaming or gaming, iPhone or iPad would probably work. Yeah. And then to wrap things up, we have, I'm going to create that video and then publish it. I'm going to publish the ambient video, which is just waiting. And then I can wrap up the K2 project after all the shorts are made. So it'll be nice to like wrap up the K2 project, be done with it, get the 3 main YouTube videos out, all of the shorts, and then the streams. It'll be cool. And then Altavia 1. Right after that, I've got 2 sponsors already for that. And then there's like, you know, what formats, what videos am I going to make from that? What shorts am I going to make? And then I'm going to download the Google Takeout files so I get the original files from my YouTube uploads, and then start making my annual favorite hiking gear video and the compilation video for this year. So maybe like a 3-hour or 4-hour video comp of the best footage from this year and my best videos that fit if I haven't maxed out to 3 hours. So that's the plan going through this year. That'll probably last through December. And yeah, like I said, I'm excited to like finally have something to talk about on stream other than just all this stuff like the K2, and then eventually research for the next year and planning for that. So awesome. Yeah. Thanks for hanging. We're going to wrap it up here. I appreciate y'all hanging. It'll take some time for the video, the VOD on YouTube, on the live tab to process. But once it's processed, I'll be able to get the transcript to make title, description, and chapters. So yeah, thanks for being here live and contributing with chat. It's makes the video better, and I appreciate that. But yeah, thank you. Take care, y'all. Bye.